I must begin with a couple of disclaimers. One, of course, I'm not even 10% as knowledgeable as all the panelists, each one of them. Many of them are known to me. I've grown up reading many of them. Nor have I a lived experience like the great Goans here. So yet, I come here as a friend and a concerned neighbor. So since I'm from Karnataka and I'm one of the founders of a movement called Ejedu Karnataka, which did some things last year during the elections and continues to work with the civil society space. I came here on the eve of Christmas to address a small meeting, and ever since then I've been involved with filmmaking. I'm a documentary filmmaker by profession, and there are a few things that I have noted here, and nothing again that can claim to be even original. Even my understanding could be very basic or even faulty. So, one is that you are a unique place. You are small and yet vast. It's amazing when I say this, because it's about 30 years when I made a film on the water holding structures in the other part of South India, Andhra and Karnataka, called the tanks. A very ingenious method which was adopted during the Krishna Deva Raya, and around 35 to 40,000 tanks were interlinked. An engineering marvel in itself. And that is something that blew my mind. It was my very first film while a youngster. And after that, it was only recently that I was equally blown by looking at your Kazan system. An ingenious system that was developed with, I was so amazed to look at it. I kept studying it. I'm still a student of the system. So today what is happening is that there is an attempt to destroy these, and why? I can go without the mic. I'm used to it as an activist for a very long time. But I need to increase my volume if there is a problem. Okay. Without mic? Yeah, all right. That is easier. So why is this attempt at attacking the ecology? Was one of the basic things that I wanted to look at it. Because every time I see something like this, I see a pattern and I see a connection where a lot of dots are missing. So what I noticed is that your ecology is connected to your livelihoods, whether it is Kazans feeding you rice or fish or whatever. Every single thing has a pattern. Therefore, when you attack the ecology, you invariably attack the livelihood systems, and when you attack both these, you will not have anything called your Asmita. And this, I felt, was like a conspiracy against Goa. And it's a conspiracy. Why? Because there is an attempt to colonize Goa. And factors and atmosphere is created in a way that there is unemployment. This is, I strongly feel this is artificially created unemployment. You have so much potential here. What is happening? Why there is so much unemployment? Because of unemployment, the youth and others migrate from here, and the whole world wants to come and take over your place. And state, instead of stopping this, has become an active participant in this. And this is all that each one of us is aware of. What is it that we can do? What is it that we did as neighbors last year? Community-based organizations, the backward and OBC federations, be it minority organizations or whatever. We came together under an umbrella. Differences, of course, I'm an atheist. I'm working with Asibai is here. The 16 Jamaats, 16 Jamaats work with us. So, not the time to discuss those. You come together because you have something called your identity, your livelihood, your entire Goa is under threat, and therefore you come together. And differences will remain, trust me. Political differences are there. And coming to politics, a lot of things are said. Politics is too serious to be left to politicians. So I'm maybe active in some, but I say this with great authority, therefore you need to take interest. So when these communities come together, it's not the end of the story. Whoever may be the potential candidate, we need to support them. We cannot split the votes, because this is the end of the day when we are looking at serious policy tinkering that has taken place, whether it is TCP. I don't want to get into the details. There are
knowledgeable people here. All those can be fixed. How? With one important policy document, policy promise called election manifesto. First step is to make sure that whoever is going to win does not give you speeches, does not give you empty promises, but will put these in their manifesto to begin. And I'm certain this is not the end of the story. Of course, you need to go, and the battle is long. Even after that, some may be fulfilled, the easier ones may be fulfilled, others may not be, but we can at least have a document on which we can fight. Because this fight, if not taken up, will be the end of Goa. That I can tell you. That's just common sense. Because the way things have been planned out, every single village is sought to be taken over, and development is pushed towards the coast with these monstrous roads that I don't know who needs those roads. I've looked at those wonderful roads. I would rather travel on those because it gives me a glimpse of Goa, gives me everything, gives me convenience. But you're building these and they're cutting through water bodies, and that again does not require great intelligence, and you don't have to be an environmentalist to know what is happening. And each of those destructions are obviously affecting your livelihoods in those places. And once that is done, obviously migration will take place. Because there is nothing for the youth to rely on that. Instead of taking whatever, there is a whole lot of innovation that is coming into agriculture, there is a whole lot of innovation that is coming into fisheries. There is a whole lot of healthy ecotourism options that it's a most abused word, but possibilities are there, because those were tried earlier, like how fishermen would restore their houses and they would invite people from outside. It was still one of the most desired tourist destinations. And what has happened today? You have a horrific story called Kalabhi. Forget women, even men dare not go there. I mean, even today, when I got down from the bus, John was telling me that I dare not go there. That's the horror stories we are trying to create. And that horror story has nothing to do with Goans or Bangalore or the rest of it. It has everything to do with someone else's grid of sitting in Bangalore or Delhi. So should we let this go on? Can it be fixed? Of course it can. And what is that you need to do? You have to get organized. I know you are like, when I see Kerala, and no, I don't say this with anything. You are essentially a middle class, upper middle class state. Like very much like mine. And while it may be good at many levels, it is also extremely bad when it comes to political activism. Because nobody wants to come out and do anything. They all want to be on their Facebook and whatever. So that needs to change. And I hope it changes. And you have enough expertise, enough activism and your own people to do this. If not done, there won't be any Goa. And there is no point coming next year and trying again saying that will Goa survive. Goa will not survive if you don't act. Thank you so much.